This chapter from Good Enough is called 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. There is no small talk at 2 in the morning. If you're at a party, you find yourself saying, "Oh, totally, that's exactly what happened to me when..." Insert a long, incredibly disclosive story you'll wish tomorrow you had not said. If you're on the phone, you can hear yourself saying things you would never say in the light of day. I always hated that about myself. Do you think I can change? And why didn't anyone tell me that my face can't sustain the wow factor of bangs? Most often, you've woken up and stared bleary-eyed at the ceiling while every fear comes flooding back. Your health, your relationship of singleness, your kids, the people come and gone, bills and errands and existential threats to tomorrow. God, I can't do this much longer. So often, we forget our 2 a.m. selves. We are someone else entirely, our 2 p.m. selves. The momentum of the day is carrying us through our work and errands, and we have begun to believe that productivity and mental feats of efficiency are entirely within our control. It's a wonderful, fleeting feeling, and our checklist minds are pleased as punch. We are unstoppable. We can survive multitasking. Bring it on, university. I am ready. There was a long stretch of time when I was entirely a 2 p.m. person. I was young and clever and ignorant of the way that we have stretches of wholeness and ones of fracture. I had not entirely realized a hard truth of living that for many people, carrying on for days and weeks and months will feel like an existential struggle to simply keep living. For them, it's always 2 a.m. There's a moment I will never forget that seared that reality in my mind. I was in the midst of a long stretch of chemotherapy that required me to get on an airplane in the middle of the night. By dawn, I had landed in another city where I would prepare to spend the rest of the day having poison pumped efficiently into my veins before I returned to my own city and my own bed after midnight. It was grueling. My skin was sallow and thin, my nerves frayed, but every Wednesday I would do it all over again. One Wednesday, I began to notice that I was not alone in my routine. In the Atlanta airport, in a sea of strangers, I started to see familiar faces. A woman and her 2 kids curled around her feet, sleeping on their coats. Another family dragging their belongings around in luggage, hoping, I'm sure, that they would look like they too had stepped off of a plane. But there in the airport bathroom, I began to see them. The haggard mother washing her child's face in the sink, smoothing his hair, placing a hand on his cheek. They were sleeping at the airport, trying to find the resources to get their children to school on time and to face another day. Once we know pain, it is like the dark side of the moon, hidden from view, but every bit as real. The world is full of 2 a.m. people. It is me. It is you. So we reach out to hold hands in the dark. A blessing for when you see things as they always were. Blessed are you who see it all now, the terrible, beautiful truth that our world, our lives seem irreparably broken, and you can't unsee it. The hungry kid, the exhausted mom, the woman who wonders if any of this is worth it, the loneliness and despair. Blessed are you who glimpse reality and don't turn away. This kind of seeing comes at a steep cost, and it is a cost you may not have paid intentionally. But here you are, seeing things clearly. Blessed are you who have worked hard to keep your heart soft. You who live with courage, fixing what it is within your reach, praying about what is not, and loving still. May you experience deeper capacity and glimpses of hope as you continue to see the world as it is, terrible, beautiful, fragile.